Hello, so today I will just have a quick demo on how to, from a table of 16s, how to make an inference using PyCrust2. And to do that you will need basically three files. First will be the fasta sequences right here. Then you will need your table, so I can open it so you can see how it's presenting itself. So the separation is, you can see it's TSVs for tabular separated values, and you can see that it's very classical format with the OTU ID and then the abundance in each sample. So those are the sample. So once you have this file, and you also have your fasta file that you can open as well here, you may want to convert this table of OTU in a table of KEGG orthologs, and that's what we are going to do now with the help of this little file which was given to me by Caroline, and I can open it. See, it's very simple. It's basically loading everything you need for PyCrust2 on the Toulouse cluster, and then just running essentially this line here, where you can see again you have your sequence as input, you have your table of OTU as input, and then you get all the PyCrust2, all the files that are produced by PyCrust2 in a separate directory. Okay. So we will start to do that, and so to do that you will need to put your data on the server, and we will do that as described before with WinSCP, which is here. So be careful now, it's not genotool, but it's genologin. genologin.toulouse.inra.fr. Okay, so now I connect myself, username, password, waiting for it to connect. Hopefully it won't be too long. Okay, so now I'm connected to the server, and here you can see I have my work directory. And in my work directory, I have the PyCrust2 subdirectory right here. And so that's what I'm going to use. And this is how it will look like at the end with the out pipeline. And here you can see the sequence that you have. Okay, so I will just run it again. So I will do as if I start from scratch. PyCrust2, and the project I will be using now is micro rabbits. Okay, and now what you need to do is to put the file that I mentioned in that new directory. So again, you have three files. So I take these three files, and I think it should work just simply like this. Okay, now if I look in PyCrust2 microrabbits, I have my three files. So my fasta files, my table, and then my little script here. And then what you need to do is to connect using PuTTY, as described before as well. And so you need, of course, to do not genotool but genologin again. Okay, same password, same login. Right. Hello. Just waiting for a second. Okay, now I'm here, so I'm exactly at the same spot that what I showed you before. So I go in work, I go in the repertory, the directory PyCrust2 microrabbits that I just created, and here if I look at the files, I can see that I have the sequence files, table test, and the .sh. And now what we want to do is to execute whatever command is in the .sh. And so it changes a little bit in comparison to what we typed with the previous cluster. So now it's called spatch. Okay, spatch with this file test_picrust2.sh. And then you just hit enter. Now you have your job, which is submitted. You can see this is a job number here. And if you want to know if you're done or not, the command that you used before, which was qstat, is now called sq. So if you look at sq and you say that the user is zemb, then you can see that it hasn't started yet. And when it's running, you can see it's written or here, like running. And so that's it for now. And so I will stop the recording and we will wait a little while, and then it will be finished, hopefully.